Okay, we're live again. Hopefully, everyone can hear me. We're doing this every day. We're 10xing every day. If you want some company, if you want to hang out, this time every day we're going to be chilling for the considerable future. So, I hope you had your questions ready. Let's see who's going to kickstart this off. And before any questions come through, I just want to say we've got a bunch of books here. Books is wisdom. You need to read. There are books on any topic in the world. I actually, right now, I'm enjoying audiobooks. I'm listening to, what's up, T Dan? What's happening? I'm listening to Grant Cardone. Just listen to as much Grant Cardone as you can, yeah? So there's 10x rule, you got 10x rule, you got sell or be sold, you've got be obsessed or be average, you've got what else have I got? He's got the Millionaire Booklet. He's got his book on real estate. Literally, whatever Grant Cardone you can get, just listen to him. That guy is, and you can apply it to any areas of life. I'm applying it to my coaching business. You can apply it to fitness as well. Basically, he talks about 10xing, just like whatever effort you think it takes, it's gonna take 10 times for you to get results. So, it's all about 10x, like maxing out. Like, and it's true. Any goal you have, like fitness, like was way harder than I thought. Like, way harder. And luckily, yeah, that's what's up, Felipe. What's up? Luckily, like I knew I had my expectations set. I knew it was gonna take years. Like you only get discouraged and disappointed when you don't set your expectations right. So if you think you're gonna get in shape in, I don't know, in 6 weeks you get muscles and you're gonna look jacked and crazy, and it doesn't happen, you're gonna be discouraged. But if you actually set the right goal that's going to take you maybe a couple of years, then you can't be disappointed because you set the right task, you set the right goal, you set the right parameters for success. So yeah, who's going to start off the question? Let's see. Your guys' questions drive this. If not, I'll just be talking. So yeah, let me know what books you're enjoying reading. Um, like Grant Cardone's really kind of life changing. So yeah, in terms of content, so I'm gonna be producing like 3 pieces of content each day. And my attitude to content is how you should be approaching the gym. Like what can you do to really max out in terms of in the gym? Like, can you train more? Can you eat better? Like what can you do that people are gonna be like, what can you do that others can't do? So right now my whole approach to content, I'm just trying to do what other people aren't willing to do. So I know there's going to be no one willing to go and do lives every day. Um, and uh, and yeah, like, are you willing to train before work? Are you willing to wake up an hour early to go to the gym? Are you willing to, when everyone's getting drunk and doing crazy shots, are you willing to say no to that for your goals? Or are you willing to, what are you willing to do that other people aren't willing to do? Like, so yeah, take that approach, and you're gonna get better results than everyone else is getting for sure. Um, and that's in all areas of life, even studying. Like if you're struggling to get, if your grades aren't the best, or you doing what everyone else is doing. I know for me when I was studying, I'd be going to the library every lunchtime. I was like, I'm not failing this. Like I'd be going to the library, everyone's playing games and playing penny up the wall and this and that. I was going to the library. Even people going to the gym, I was going to the library because I wasn't even training necessarily at college days. I only started training at university. All right, so we've got some comments through, thank goodness. Okay, Always Wrong says, I like the book Wim Hof made. No, I haven't read it, although I've heard of his stuff. He's the guy that does the whole cold therapy and stuff, isn't he? Like cold showers and things like that. Yeah, if you recommend it, I might check it out. I'm not sure the benefit of all of that is. Maybe it's to be a more strong individual. Let me know. Be good to see what you got. Let me know the main 3 things you learned from that book. Maggie, what's up? Remember? Yes, I do remember you, brother or sister. I think it's mainly guys watching this. Yeah, if you've got more questions, send them through. This is like free coaching. This is free coaching that's going to help everyone. So literally, the more questions, the better. There's no such thing as a silly question. I hope you like the lighting, by the way. I've got some better lighting set up. Wipe the camera lens as well, so hopefully it's a bit clearer. See, the thing is, what you got to do with life, is that you gotta commit first, and then figure out afterwards. So this whole like daily life thing, I just committed first, so it probably wasn't the best quality. And even this one is gonna get way better. It's like anything in life. Just commit to getting in great shape, and then and then just you commit to that, and then you're gonna figure the rest after. So you won't be thinking, oh, what gym? What should I eat? Just go to that first gym session, and then you're just gonna figure it out afterwards. Like versus procrastinating. Like procrastinating kills more dreams than anything. Than anyone can kill your dreams. The procrastination of I need to wait. I mean, I've heard all kinds. I've heard, I need to get my supplements before I can train. Like, so I met someone in Mexico who's waiting for supplements to arrive from Canada to start training. I was just like, okay, fair enough. Or maybe you're waiting for, what's a common one? Oh, I'm gonna do it by myself first before I go to the gym. I'm gonna lose some weight first before I go to the gym. Like, what? Just go to the gym and lose weight. Why not do both? So let me know. Let me know if you've had any what things you've been telling yourself to procrastinate, because procrastination is the worst. Like probably, like obviously I could be here and talk about chest press and pull-ups and bench press and all that, but it really is a mental game. This is just a battle of mental strength, like getting results, not getting results. It's mental. So because I was even thinking today, like, oh, should I film some workout videos for you guys? Should I put that on my story? Like, but then I've done that in lockdown. I was just doing workout videos every day, and then like I didn't think that was too useful. So for me, this is all about mindset, lifestyle. If I can just give you a little idea that's going to change your life, then that will make it fully worthwhile. Oh, okay, you're a guy, yeah, cool. I can imagine so. Okay, Maggie says, I appreciate a lot you telling me what to cut out on my diet yesterday. Thank you so much. But do you know any website, apps, person who can tell me specific things to eat? Yeah, well, I've got like tons of channels on what to eat. So go to my playlist actually on my YouTube. Go through the playlist. There's literally I should have one about nutrition advice. I'm pretty sure I do. Tons of videos on nutrition. If not, just hit me up on Instagram, bro. I'd be happy to help you. Instagram.com // JP Fitness 123. Hit me up right now. Just send me a DM right now, and then let's have a conversation, because I'd love to help you, bro. Exactly what you should be eating. And if anyone else wants some specific help, just DM me on Instagram. Like, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna be able to help you. Like, let's get cracking. 2022, we are almost in summertime. January, February, March. So if you want to get summer ready, you've got 12 weeks from now to basically get cracking. So I would say get cracking. Okay, Donnie Watts, what's up, brother? He says motivation, dedication equals success. Yes, in all areas. It's literally in all areas. And that's the thing. If you've had success in other areas, so what is it? We've got health, we've got wealth, we've got relationships. Yeah. So if let's say your health is lacking, but you've had success in your wealth and let's say relationships, that you can probably apply those principles to your health. Like for me, I found health, not easy, but it was my first real success. So I've used that, and I've literally used those principles into relationships. I mean, I can't say my relationships have been the best, but from where I was, they got way better. Same principles apply in terms of, challenges and not giving up and learning and studying and trying, trial and error. Like, for example, like, if you want to be committing good to having good relationships, and maybe you're scared of approaching people and saying hello to people, maybe that's how you feel about training. Like, that's hard, you don't want to do it. Or like you see a girl you like, or you see some guys that you want to be friends with, like, how do you do it? Like, you might be nervous, you might be uncomfortable at the start, but just do it. Just throw yourself into it. Like, throw yourself into the gym, throw yourself into that conversation, say hello, enter the gym, push that weight, and then before you know it, what was first uncomfortable all of a sudden becomes comfortable. And then you start meeting people that are good, better than you, and then you start learning from them. Literally, it's the same thing. Like, if I think about it, it's the same thing. Like, when I went to the gym, I quickly surrounded myself with guys better than me at training, more comfortable in the gym. Same thing, like in relationships, I surrounded myself with guys that were really good at getting girls, and really confident around women and in social environments. And just like osmosis, it's gonna just come to you. So even the fact that you're watching this is really good, because you're just gonna, I'm giving you my mindset. So if after you watch this, you watch this tomorrow, you watch my next live, it's gonna become way easier for you. Okay, we're gonna go back to YouTube. Okay. Come on, YouTube. YouTube was popping yesterday. It's quiet today. So El Honcho underscore BLM says, "Are you still in Mexico? And are you planning on moving back to the UK?" Well, nope. I'm in London right now, and I'm here for, I don't know. We'll see. I'm visiting family and focusing on content. Like right now, it's content work mode. Like Playa del Carmen. If anyone doesn't know, that's in Mexico. It's the next city from Cancun, and it's basically holiday slash paradise island. Like it's parties all day, every day, parties all day, all night, and it's easy to get lost in the sauce in that place. Like in terms of grinding, obviously I've got guys that make like doing really well, making money, successful, but you have to be disciplined because you step outside, there's hot chicks everywhere, bikinis, beach, and it can be hard to put your head down and focus. So right now I'm kind of sat down working. I'm kind of head down, getting this coaching going, helping more people basically. Because basically I wasn't not so focused. I feel like the whole pandemic kind of, I'll be honest, it kind of ruined my down my motivation for when the whole world. Because luckily Mexico was open the whole time. Well, when I first came to Mexico, when I first arrived, it was like February 2021. So actually, when I arrived, the gyms were closed, believe it or not. But luckily the outdoor gyms were open, so I was just grateful to be training. So there was an outdoor gym. It was on the beach. It wasn't the best. It was fun at first. When you first go, you train on the sand. You got the sea there. You got the girls there. Like it was amazing. And then you soon kind of get tired of training the heat and the sweat and thankfully the gym's open maybe a month or two after that. So it was good to train. But I know the rest of the world was still in lockdown. So now the world is back open. Everyone seems to be going to the gym again. I'm like hungry to get this going, and I really want to help a lot of guys. And I say most of my followers are, especially on YouTube, but definitely guys who, either their butt is too big or for their body. Basically, yeah, their butt is too big for their body. So I always encourage guys to build the rest of their body to match their glutes, so your body looks aesthetic. Like for me, this is all about aesthetics, proportions, like shoulder to waist ratio, glutes to hamstrings to waist, to calves. So you can either, I say you can either build the muscle around the rest of your body or try and reduce butt fat, basically. And I didn't start out trying to be the butt fat guy. That wasn't how it works. I had a YouTube basically of called Joshua Palmer. It's still there, but that's more about getting personal training clients. And I had a bunch of videos, some about butt fat. No, none about butt fat. It was all about getting clients or like training in the gym. I had a little vlog where I trained with my friends, like doing chest, doing shoulders, doing back. And I have one video about advice for guys, advice for men with big butts, and that was like it was one of my most popular fitness videos anyway. So I thought, okay, this is interesting. So I basically created another YouTube and just put all my fitness ones there. So I kept the fitness business one on that channel, and I created a new channel for just like fitness videos, like how to build muscle, this and that. And the butt fat one just boomed way more than all the others. So I was like, okay, well, I guess that's what people want to hear from me. So let's do that. So literally, if you go on my channel, all the titles are butt fat, butt fat. I've literally actually named the titles. So when I'm talking about how to lose fat in general, it's not now how to lose butt fat. So anyway, don't know how we got there. Okay, Christopher asks, what's a good routine to start off with? Well, number one, how many days can you commit to the gym? So let's say you can commit 3 days to the gym, which is probably quite common. I'd say do a push-pull legs routine. That's a pretty good full body routine. So how that works is one day you're gonna do push. So that's gonna be chest and shoulders and triceps. So that's gonna be bench press, barbell bench press. You've got incline press for dumbbells, incline dumbbell press. You've got shoulder press and tricep push down. 4 exercises. You're gonna be good to go. Then you've got pull day. So that would be like pull-ups, bodyweight pull-ups. You got lat pull down, bent over rows, and bicep curls. That could be pretty good. Maybe some upright rows as well. And then you've got legs. So I'd say throw in squats, leg press. You can do a Romanian deadlift, stiff leg deadlift. And let's say you could throw in a leg extension or a leg curl. That's a really good beginner program to start with. Really basic. You can get those 4 exercises done in probably half an hour if you're focused and not getting distracted with lots of conversations or wasting time or checking your phone. So that's what I would suggest. Donny says, I've dropped 200 pounds in 8 months. Wow. That is amazing. That's about 100. How much is 200 pounds? 100 kilos? What? Is that possible? Flipping heck. That is great work. Send me a before and after. And how did you do that? That is really good work. So Brandon says, am I still engaged? Nah. Nope. Back to the streets. No, I didn't work out. And you know what? I've done a lot of reading and a lot of reflecting on that situation. And not to get too off topic, but basically, actually, we're on live here. Let me be careful. But basically, you want to be friends first, essentially, before anything. It's best to be, if anyone thinking about it, like, it's best to just be cool first. So right now, I'm literally just seeing who am I cool with? What girls do I know that were literally just cool? And they'll be the ones that I'll be looking maybe in the future. But right now, like, you know, I'm cool, just focusing on business right now. I'm not even focusing on girls or anything like that. Just focused on business. But thank you for asking. Okay, Donnie says, anyone can achieve anything if they want, if they just take the first step on their goals. That's amazing. Yeah, facts, facts, facts. It's just the first step. Like, even the hardest goal in the world, like, what can you do now? Like, even I'm doing a Grant Cardone, I'm literally writing my goals down every day. Twice a day. Once when I wake up, once before bed. So literally, you won't be able to see my handwriting, but I'm writing my goals down every day. Like, health, wealth, relationship goals. Gratitude, I'm doing gratitude, I'm doing goals. So, you know, to keep my mental strong, like, what am I grateful for every day? Like, what am I happy for? Like, you know, it could be something basic, like happy to be, you know, healthy, happy to, you know, have food, shelter. Like, these are the things that you don't even think about. Like, you just wake up and you just, you know, maybe, you know, a bit pissed off or in a mood about something. Like, sometimes it's the small things you have to be grateful for, you know, and writing it down actually makes you really think about that. So, but yeah, write your goals down every day. Like, I've got short-term goals and long-term goals, because you might have the long-term goals, but you know, sometimes it's good to have the short-term goals as well. So obviously my short-term goals right now is go live every day, post content like a madman. Like, I'm trying to be everywhere. Like, I've literally had like people say that I've had to block me because I'm just too much in their face, which is fine. You know, I don't blame them. If they need to get over me, maybe this following me is probably not the best thing to do right now, because I'm just going all out content. Hey Maria, how you doing? Can't even see your fingers, too small. Adrian Sanchez says, where am I? I'm in London, back in the UK. Back in London. Thanks for asking. Let's see if there's anything for YouTube. Come on, YouTube. Alright, man, I gotta go, but we can talk on IG. Yes, hit me up on IG. Anyone that wants help, just send me a DM on IG. Let me know how it's going. Say what's up. Instagram.com/JPFitness123. No Name says, hey mate, what's up? What's up, No Name? Hey mate, can I send you some photos of my physique and get some advice on the plan? Yes. JPFitness123 on Instagram. Send that. And I'll be more than happy to help. And anyone watching this, send that over, whatever you want. But yeah. I mean, the internet is an amazing thing these days. Like, literally, any problem you have, there's going to be an expert there to help you. So, you know, I'm here to help, here to serve. That's what life's about, you know. Everyone has gifts and talents, and this world relies on, you know, experts in different fields. So it's just about being the best at what you do. So that's what I'm trying to become the best at what I do. So, and obviously your feedback helps me a lot. Like, what you guys are saying helps me a lot. Your questions, any feedback improves my content, which hopefully improves you guys, or the advice I give to you guys as well. So Donnie says, very low carbs, low sugar. I do 500 to 600 reps a day on exercises. Used to be 500. Wow. But that's 10x for you. Great job, brother. And yeah, the low sugar, that's like, it's so true. The sugar gets you. Like, you think carbs, bread, this and that, but it's the sugar. Like, this is the best liquid you can ever drink. Water. Like, I find now, yeah, I mean, what I'll do for if I'm thirsty, obviously water's the main thing, but I go for you know, sometimes I go for like a Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi, and that's pretty much as far as I go, because I find, you know, it's almost just like, why? Like, if I had to have like a Coke or a full fat Pepsi, like, why am I doing that to myself? it's almost like it's just unnecessary. And the thing is, once at first you're gonna hate it. You're gonna, let's say you're going from a full fat Coke to a Diet Coke, or a full fat Pepsi to a Diet Pepsi. It's gonna feel like horrible, and you might get bored. But eventually, it's just gonna be normal. You might actually enjoy it more. If you struggle to drink water, maybe I sometimes have tea if I'm feeling a bit, I need a bit of a kick. I have tea with some sweetener. Like for me, stevia is my best friend. I know some people might be against stevia and artificial chemicals. They'll say, oh, you might as well have the full fat thing. But no, if you're losing fat and weight, that's not true. And whoever's giving you advice, if they're not in good shape, then don't listen to them, because it's completely different. Okay, maybe health reasons, but we're all human. We need some sanity, right? But yeah, don't drink your calories. Water's all you need. Okay, Donny says, people just have to stop saying I'm going to start next week or tomorrow and never do. You and only you can change yourself to be better in life or health. Yeah, in all areas of life. And the thing is, you might not have the answers, but Grant Cardone says it perfectly. You just have to start 10xing. Like, it doesn't matter where you're going. Like, you might be doing the wrong thing completely, but the thing is, even if it's the wrong thing, you're just going to get that quick feedback quickly. So let's say you're trying to go to, I don't know, you're trying to go from London, you're trying to walk to Scotland, but you start walking towards France. Like, soon you'll be like, hold on, what's going on? It's getting a bit warmer here. It should be getting colder as I go up north. And, because you've 10x, you've gone you've gone miles in rapid time versus going slowly and slowly and slowly and not getting the answers. But, if you go 10x, like even like a lot of things I've done recently, I've just, maybe not the right decisions, but because I went so hard on it, I got the feedback quickly. And it might be the same with the gym. Like try something, go like 10x on your keto diet or go 10x on your cardio, and then if it doesn't work, then you would have got your feedback quickly versus slowly going, like wasting time. You want to be the tortoise and the hare, so you want to go fast and consistent, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with just start, just hit the first step and then figure it out. So yeah, so let me know your questions, guys. I'm gonna be here for another 40 minutes, so we've got some time. But yeah, if anyone's curious, I trained, what did I train today? I trained back today. I'm in a new gym. I'm at the gym, and it's it's all right. Like when I left the last gym I left that in Mexico was oh man, it was probably the worst gym I've been to in my life. The worst, to the point where it's basically falling apart. There was like basically nails hanging out. Like I don't remember doing the hack squat. It was all like rickety, and there was like the top of a nail was like poking out, and I was just like, it was just. But luckily, it had the basics. It had a squat rack and a barbell, and it had some dumbbells and some benches, which look sturdy enough. And that's all essentially you need: a pull-up bar, a squat rack, and the people were cool. The people were cool. But so there's no excuse. There's literally no excuse. But you go to a gym here and it's just in London. It's just like a whole like different world. It's just crazy. Okay, Brandon says I train upper body 6 days per week and burn fat. Is that okay? Yeah, of course. But don't skip legs. I'm not sure if that's okay. Skipping legs, you'll regret it. I pretty much skipped legs for my first 2 years. I'll admit it on live. I skipped legs pretty much my first 2 years because if you don't know my story, you must know my story by now. But my lower body was way too chunky for my upper body. I had a very skinny upper body and chunky legs, and I didn't like it. So basically, I wanted to just balance that out. So I skipped legs, and now my legs are getting better now. Like I'm training legs 3 times a week, training upper body 3 times a week, so half and half, which I think is how it should be. I mean, I guess it took me to balance it out to really want to do that, but your legs are half your body, maybe even more. If you think about it, so you should dedicate half the time to each. And nothing's more impressive than a guy with a strong set of legs. Like a guy with a big upper body and pin legs. They just look, you look like you're just not serious. You just look like you're just just for vanity. Like you don't look like a strong guy. Like strong, solid guys have big legs. I wonder if you can even see my legs. My legs here. Well, I can start posing on camera soon. But if you want to see my legs, let me know if you want to see my legs. If you don't, that's all good. Okay, so Tebow Go Hard says, I ate no carbs today, but later drank a Red Bull. I feel guilty after a 10 kilometer run. Is that really bad? I hope that was a diet Red Bull, because if that was a full fat Red Bull, then maybe you might have just wiped out that 10 kilometer run, bro. I'm just really sorry to say it, but how many calories is the 10 in is in a? Let me know how many calories is in a Red Bull, and then how many calories did you burn on that 10 kilometer run? This is why I say yeah, cardio is just do nutrition. Like imagine that, like that 10 kilometer run, it's got to take you at least half an hour, at least of your life. And imagine you just wipe that out with that one drink. I don't want to make you feel bad. I just want to prove the point that. And trust me, I'm a trainer. I'm that cardio guy. I was making my cardio clients do cardio, doing like spin classes, sweating. Like trust me. And the smartest way by far is just nutrition. For that precise reason, you can just kill yourself, and you have one biscuit, and you just wipe the whole cardio out. It's painful when you think about it. It's painful when you think about it. For my competition, I was doing endless cardio, endless, to the point where I had no energy. I spoke about this yesterday. So yeah, I'm not a cardio fan. I'm just a diet fan. Like honestly, if you can only change your diet and you only give yourself the excuse to just control your diet, it's gonna make life so much easier. It's just to reduce the variables. Reduce the variables. Okay, Donny says, in order to build muscle, you have to have 1 pound of protein per body pound. Yeah, or a gram of protein. Well, I say a gram of protein per kilo, and maybe just under. And I used to be one of those guys to say like more, but basically being in Mexico, I was seeing huge guys on like borderline vegan diets and vegetarian. So and I was that protein powder guy. Like you don't see me without a tub of protein. And then I came to Mexico, and then was just like, this is unnecessary. This is extra luggage. You won't have to travel around. And then I stopped, and my results were getting better. So now I'm just a real food guy. I'm the real food guy and no cardio. That's it. So I changed a lot in Mexico. Yo, Eric, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Okay, Donny says, I saw what my dad went through with his health issues, and my mind was made up after late being doing weightlifting for over 10 years, and I enjoy it, and the results are great. Yeah, I'm not quite sure exactly, but I think I get your gist of what you're saying. But yeah, I love weightlifting. And if you're talking about cardio for health, like cardio is great for health. Um, it's a great way to improve your health, for sure. Good for. That's all right. Yeah, type that again if you don't mind. Um, no name says, thank you, lad. You're an inspiration. Well, thank you for watching, and thank you for your kind words. Yeah, honestly, all the kind of feedback I've got has really helped me, little motivation boost. Although you shouldn't rely on others to give you motivation, you should be self-motivated, but it definitely helps. And even on your own fitness journey, like on your journey, people can give you nice compliments, and use that as rocket fuel. Honestly, anytime anyone says something nice to you, that should be fuel to just like yes, go crazy. And these are the signs of success without you maybe seeing your own success, if that makes sense. So if someone says, "Oh, you look like you lost some weight," or if you've been hitting the gym, like don't just brush it off and be like modest and like, "Oh yeah, whatever." Like you got to take that to heart. Like these are the little golden nuggets on your journey. You know what I'm saying? Like a little power fuel. Like this is real gold that they're giving you. Good feedback, and no one has to give you the feedback as well. And likewise, if you see someone doing something good, then give them feedback as well. Like just say like if you think it, say it, especially if it's positive. Like obviously, let's say if you don't have anything good to say, don't say it at all. But the reverse, if you have something good to say, then by all means, just let that out, and give the other person some energy, some fuel. Okay, so I've noticed something. So my live yesterday was like way more active than today. Now this is exactly like your fitness journey. This is exactly like your fitness journey. So when you first start something, you're all excited, everyone's excited for you, and then it's gonna drop off, and no one's really gonna care. And it's this time, yeah, where you're gonna be really challenged. This is where your consistency is gonna be really challenged. It's like you start on a new gym program. It's like the 1st of January, and you're all excited. You got your training partner. Your training partner's there with you, and then a week in, he drops out. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, he was taking you to the gym. Maybe he was the one that you were following, and now he drops out. What are you gonna do? So my whole taking that analogy and using that into this new adventure, it's just like, you know, I'm just committed to the process. Like, I have to commit to the process. Like, even if it's just me, then that's fine, because how this works. It starts up, then goes down, and then slowly comes up and comes up and comes up, and before you know it, it's just gone. So you just commit to the process. Like, okay, Donny says, now that I've lost all that weight, people are asking me to train them, but I ask, how's your mindset? Yeah, yeah, by all means. Like, you've got, everyone's got individual journeys starting from different points. Like, your story is like powerful, because there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna resonate with your story way more than my story. Like, for you, a lot of people probably following your journey are probably maybe overweight, or have 100 or 200 pounds to lose. Whereas me, it's gonna be mainly guys who may be insecure about their butt and their body, insecure, like low body confidence, insecure. They're gonna be hitting me up. I get a lot of young, skinny guys hitting me up with big bums, and that's just normal. So that's good. I feel like everyone has an inspirational story. Every single person, like, I think over the age of 16 has probably conquered something. Like, for me, I've conquered many things, and essentially everyone should have a YouTube. Like, I don't see why not. Like, honestly, after this gets going, I really have a little calling to teach everyone how to just be sharing their expertise on YouTube. Like, honestly, what you should do, if anyone's interested, even Donnie, if you're watching this, like, if you don't have YouTube already, just post, like, write 100 ideas down of, like, things that you wish you knew, like, when you first started your journey, or 5 years ago, and then just put it up. It could be random. You're gonna be just throwing shit against the wall, throwing stuff against the wall, and then one's just gonna start going. Like, that's how YouTube works. Um, so yeah, you're doing your thing. Donnie says, keep up the good work, bro. Positive vibes throughout life, and yeah, that's what it's about. Positive vibes. Oh, what's this button do? Questions. Ah, oh no, I see that. Oh no, Don Mello says, best way to lose visceral fat. Greece. What's up, Don Manolo? My guy, my Italian boy. Okay, best ways to lose visceral fat. Visceral fat, so belly fat around your belly and your vital organs. Well, visceral fat is just fat. It's the same thing. Like, whenever I talk about butt fat, it's the visceral fat, chest fat. It's all the same. Obviously I mark it a specific way, but it's all the same process. And number one, you can't spot reduce. You can't necessarily pick and choose where you're losing the fat from, unfortunately. So you're just gonna have to just target body fat overall. And maybe for you, visceral fat is the last that goes. Like, for me, butt fat is like the last that goes. Butt fat and stomach fat. So we just kind of have to, for me, I've said it before, like, when I'm trying to cut fat, first things that goes is where I want it to stay. So my arms will get skinnier first. No, my legs first, then my arms, and then finally glutes and stomach. After the arms and legs are just disproportionately way smaller. So yeah, I would definitely advise that. Just focus on body fat. So just focus on nutrition, number one. So cut out the sugars. Go for nutrient dense foods. So oats, great. You got rice, vegetables, beans, and yeah, and just watch your diet. Weigh yourself every day. Like, for me, that's by far been the easiest way. Just weigh yourself every day, weigh yourself every morning, first thing in the morning, and that's just gonna keep you mindful. That's the main thing. It's just keeping you mindful. So even when I first came back to UK, obviously I'm with the family, catching up with the family right now. I haven't seen them for over a year, 13 months. And I'll be honest, I'm not in control of my food. Like, from being in control of my food, I'm now not in control of my food. But luckily I've got my scales. So, I'm checking my scales. The first couple of days, the kilos went up. Like, they went up. I mean, I went from 84 kilos to, like, or 85, 84 and a half to 87 in like 2 days. Because I go out catching up, having like hot chocolates and silly stuff like hot chocolates and and marshmallows and cakes and just be happy to be back, you know. And the weight was just going up, but luckily I've got my eyes on the scales, so I'm like, oh, okay, you know, it is crazy how your body can just fluctuate like that. So with that change, I'm just like, I'm now mentally aware, like, okay, this is affecting my weight. I can see a little bit, my definition is going a little bit. So, you know, it's easy to, and once you're aware, you know, you're aware of, you know, just what you're eating. Like, what am I eating different? How are my portions? So I can easily dial it back quickly. Like, the last thing I want to do is not like, wait for 2 weeks and then all of a sudden I'm like 5-6 kilos heavier, which can happen, you know, if you're binging like that. And then I have to now, like, you know, do the slow process, because losing it is long. Like, losing weight is not fun. It's not fun. It takes a long time. So if you're lean, just stay lean. Just stay on top of it, because it's a hassle. Okay, T-Virgo Hard says, how old am I? I am 31. How old do you think I am? This lighting's making me look younger. I'm thinking like, feeling like 25 right now. Excellent lighting. Okay. But yeah, any questions? We've still got 25 minutes. Personal coaching, private coaching, you could say, or private/public coaching. But yeah, like, being in control of your food is so huge. It makes such a big difference. Like, let's say you're living with a partner and you're not controlling your food, you're just making the journey way harder for yourself. Like, it's really important to control your diet. Like that's part of your responsibility. Or if you're not controlling it, you have to, you know, be willing to say no. You've got to be willing to be disciplined. And, you know, and if you're eating out a lot, the best thing to do is eat similar foods every day. Like, honestly, like, there was a time in Mexico where I got my weight up to, I think it must have been, like, I wasn't even weighing myself, I wasn't really caring, but I must have gone up over 90 kilograms. And it got to the point where I wasn't feeling so confident and good about myself. And, you know, and once you, and we was eating out all the time, and what really helped was, you know, instead of eating out at this restaurant, it was just like, we're going to go to this restaurant, we're going to eat this meal. So basically we'd be having the same, because this is when I was helping one of my close friends lose weight as well, and he got great progress. So basically, you know, I went from eating different meals and being a food connoisseur to just, you know, eating for function. So I'm hungry, I need to eat, I'm going to go to this restaurant that I know is good, I'm going to eat this food which I know is good. And just the weight just started dropping. So yeah, and that's a big part of the thing as well. You don't want to be a food connoisseur. Like, you need to really detach yourself from emotional eating. So, you know, eating to feel good, eating because you're bored. Like, these are all like emotions. Like, you need to be eating for function, eating to survive, eating for training, you know, eating for results. Like, when I eat, it's predominantly for results. So number one, I eat food, you know, where's the protein at? Like, there's no protein, I've got to add that protein. Where's the protein at? It's really important. So, you know, when I'm eating for function, that means I'll stay away from things like crisps and things like that, biscuits, because, you know, although it might satisfy me in the moment, like, really and truly, it's not pushing me towards my goals. So, all right, Oliver says, we cracking. Yes, you know the tune, yeah. I know my rap career has taken a slight backseat. But if anyone doesn't know, I've literally got 2 albums on Spotify, iTunes, everywhere, under Joshua the God. Yeah, we're gonna bring that back. After the fitness business, we're gonna bring that back. We're gonna be doing videos, all kinds. And if you want to hear about my experience in Mexico, just listen to all the tunes, and then you'll get a pretty good idea of what I was getting up to. Because I've literally removed all my stories and highlights for now. I just want to focus on, I want to be the fitness guy right now. I think that's really how I can provide a lot of value to the world, is you know, is fitness. Then but I'm gonna be doing more music. You know, all my music is gym music essentially. Like, you know, if you'd be interested in some gym music, like, let me know what kind of music do you like listening to. What do you listen to in the gym? Like, for me, music is essential in the gym. Like, I need music in the gym, because if I don't have music in the gym, I'm struggling. Like, no motivation. Like, if I have to listen to the gym music, I wouldn't last. Like, I understand why some people find the gym hard. So let me tell you what my version of gym hell is. So if you tell me to do 20 to 30 reps of an exercise and listen to the gym music, I would be in terrible shape. Honestly, I would not last. But you know how I train, I do 8 reps, real heavy, and I'm listening to bangers. Like it's furious, it's furious. And in fact, I've changed my. I'm trying to get. I'm getting more spiritual, closer to God and Jesus. So the music I listen to is more Christian music now. But there's a lot of like Christian drill. So that basically, I'm tired of listening to murderers and drug dealers. I'm tired. I'm tired. It's not really doing nothing for me. It's not doing much for me. So most of the music I listen to is pretty positive, even though it's like drill, and that kind of gets me through my workouts. But yeah, like most of my sessions are furious. Like I'm not smiling. It's real. It's real. And we're going to battle in the gym. Like it's we're warring in the gym. Honestly, there's many times in the gym like you don't wanna you know it's best not to approach me in a it's best to approach me in a polite way. Let's just put it that way. Obviously, I'm always polite in the gym, but gym is like real. Like this is where the real, all that alpha is purged. I don't know what to, all the demons are purged in the gym. Like all the aggression is taken out in the gym. So by the time you leave the gym, you're just cool, good to go. But the gym is pretty much for the most part furious. But there's times in the gym where I'm thinking. There's times in the gym where I'm like thinking about life decisions. Like a lot of life decisions have been made in the workouts. A lot of big decisions, just thinking about life. It's good time for yourself actually. Good thinking time. It's good time to yourself to just think about what to do next. Like there's been so many times where I've just been like, what am I gonna do next? Probably before Mexico. Mexico was probably decided in the gym. Although I wasn't in the gym, I was probably training at home. But that was probably decided during my home workout. So even for your own sanity, imagine that you never have time to yourself. Like gym is really time to yourself. Imagine that you've got kids and a family and work. So you wake up, you go to work. You've got the boss there. You've got, or let's say you are the boss. You've got employees there, and then your calls like lunchtime. You're going to lunch with your colleagues. Then after work, you're going back home, maybe to your family, to your girlfriend. Like when are you having time to yourself? Maybe when you're sleeping. That's the only time you get to yourself. So I really need that gym time just to yourself. To develop yourself and the gym is just a beautiful place. It's a place where you're just developing yourself and you're in and it's a way you can win. Like no one can take, even if everything goes bad in your day, the fact that you've had a good workout, you've got that one win for the day. Like and no one can take that win away from you. You could have a day where you have like you fail to close a bunch of deals, maybe you lose some clients, maybe things don't go your way, but you had a great workout and it's really sets you up for the whole day or tops off your day, depends on what time you train, or even sets you up for the next day. Okay, Success Jordan, what's up, brother? Any questions, let me know. We're here, we've got 20 minutes, so any questions you got, could be anything at all, fitness, life in general, unless you're just enjoying hearing me talk, which is fair enough. But yeah, good to see you joining. If you're just popping in, that's fine. You're just checking in, just seeing what this is about. I'm doing this every day, so I'm going to be here tomorrow. So this is just a time if you want to come hang out. If you've got a question, any challenges, if you just want an opinion on something. And it's just crazy, like technology these days. Like this couldn't be possible like 5 years ago. So I'm just thankful to be here, providing value. So yeah, what should I talk about? Let's have a think. So yeah, so you want to feel good when you go to the gym as well. That's a big thing. So I would say, one thing I've noticed is that a lot of guys, especially where I go to the gym right now, a lot of people looking rough. I'm in East London and it definitely helps to feel good in the gym as well. It definitely helps to feel like powerful, feel like your best self, because that's going to definitely improve your workouts. If you're feeling strong, you're feeling dominant, you're going to feel good as well. Like, and definitely invest in some gym gear. Like, I've got a lot of Gymshark gear. I got into that. My ex-girlfriend, she used to really love the brand, so, and I used to love the brand as well. And yeah, Gymshark's cool. I'm going to create my own merchandise eventually. And maybe I'll be rocking that. I think, why not? But yeah, like invest in some good trainers and some vest tops. And what I actually do, a little hack I found actually, when I train legs, is I wear like proper short shorts, like short shorts. But I do that so I can see my legs. So I find like if I wear like really loose baggy stuff, it doesn't really do much for me because um, I like to. I mean, at the start it was essential. At the start, I needed to cover up because I didn't want, I didn't feel good about myself. So looking at myself in the mirror, like seeing if I was making progress, it wasn't actually helping me. So when I covered up, I focused more about the strength, and I focused more on like improving my performance in the gym. You could say like, when people say performance, I usually just like, I kind of roll my eyes like, okay, yeah, performance. That's why you want help, or that's why you want to go to the gym. But it's a little mind hack because if your performance improves in the gym, like you're getting results in a certain way. So but eventually, once I got confident, it was just a case of showing it off and then really feeling good about myself. Like even between sets, I might look vain, but I'm checking myself out in the mirror. I'm borderline flexing, not fully flexing, but I might put like, yeah, just listen to my tunes, feeling good about myself. Like the gym is a real time to really feel good about yourself, for sure. And like it's one of my most fun parts of the day. Like it always has been. Like and I'll literally get into arguments with people. I'll fall out with people if they try and interrupt my gym time. They want to do something that takes my gym time away. Like it's borderline disrespectful. Like my gym time is almost sacred, and like work is sacred. Honestly, these hands are made for working, guys, not for PlayStation and whatever else you might be doing with your hands. Like, okay, some questions. Hey. So is Kid Rex says my fat gets stored around my chest and bum. I've noticed that's where females have it stored. Does that mean I have more female hormones? Um, um, potentially, but you can change that. Go to the gym. The gym is the best way to produce natural testosterone. When you start lifting weights, you're actually going to boost testosterone naturally. So whether it's that's true or not, whether that's bro science or not, it's definitely it's true in terms of going to the lifting weights. It's going to boost your testosterone, but yeah, definitely go to the gym. It's going to boost your testosterone and reduce your body fat levels. Like reduce, cut out, clean your diet. As I said many times, reduce the added sugars. Cut out the sugars. Water is your friend. Number one, water is your friend. And once you clean up your diet, get enough protein each day, hit the weights, then you're gonna start reducing body fat and yeah, that's gonna reduce from your chest and your butt. I've been actually getting quite a lot of guys talk about reducing like chest fat. So maybe it's something I'll focus on my channel as well. I know all my channel is butt fat, butt fat, butt fat. I guess I'm the butt fat guy. But I suppose chest fat is not something I've ever had a problem with. I've got a big chest, but I never had fat on my chest necessarily. There was a time when I was like 14, 15, I remember I had this lump behind my nipple. I don't know if everyone gets that at a certain age. That was a bit strange. But I've never had like proper chest fat. It was all like, butt fat. And trust me, I have had butt fat. I've had the dimples in the butt. I've had all of that. Like, it's shocking. There was a time when was with my ex about maybe just before, maybe during lockdown, where I wasn't going to the gym. And I remember looking at myself and I felt ashamed of myself for the first time in years. I felt like, wow, like, I felt almost self-conscious about being naked in front of my girlfriend. And that's never happened before. It was just like, wow, like, and I thought this must be horrible. Like, people going through this every day, and surprisingly enough, we was having a few issues at that time. So, yeah, guys, it's your responsibility to stay in tip-top shape, and girls as well, stay in tip-top shape. You can't slack because it's a horrible feeling. So, Basel 306 says, how to stay constant in fitness lifestyle. Great question. So, as I've touched on earlier, what actually helped for me? So when I went to Mexico, I was basically in an environment where it was hot year round. I've got a beach year round, hot girls year round. Versus England, you're pretty much covered up. So what really worked for me was weighing myself every morning. Like just mentally being aware, like once you weigh yourself up, you're just, once you weigh yourself in the morning, you're now aware of what you ate the day before, and you're going to be more conscious about what you're going to be eating for the rest of the day. So that was huge. Another way to be constant is just, how much do you want it really? Like, I know, like, once you get results, you won't want to go back, honestly. I don't know anyone who'll be willing to go back because it is painful. It's like getting a million, like, I'm making a bunch of money and losing it. There's probably nothing worse. It's probably better to not ever have it in the first place. So, and just like having huge goals, like, I think like making a constant lifestyle would just have like 10x goals, just like create an unrealistic goal. Like even my goal now, I'm still not there. Like I wanted to look like a guy called Simeon Panda. I'm sure you can. He's like a super famous influencer. You can go on Instagram, YouTube, find that guy, and his physique is mad. And I always wanted to look like that guy. So that for me, that was like an realistic goal. And I'm still working towards that. I guess in my own head. When I have kind of different goals now, but I'm always going for something that's a real big challenge, and that way I'm always motivated. That's the thing as well. You need to always be motivated. So I heard a famous actor say it. So the height of so you reach the peak of one mountain is actually the beginning of the peak of another mountain, and that's just like life. Let's say your goal is to make 1 million. Now you're going to be in a room where everyone's 1 million and everyone's on making 10 million. 10 million a year, and now it's like, oh, okay, you hit 10 million a year. Now you're going to be another room of people making 100 million a year. So, that's the kind of situation. So always set bigger goals. Like you're never satisfied. Like for me, so the first goal was my first stage of my journey was getting my upper body to match my lower body. Like, I didn't care about 6-pack abs. I just wanted the mass to be the same. Okay, I achieved that. Now what? Next was a case of being big and having abs, and get a photo shoot. And I did that. Now what? Okay, maybe let's do a competition. Done that. Now what? Okay, now I want to get bigger legs. More impressive legs. Now what? Now I want actually bigger legs than my upper body. Like now I want like crazy legs. Now I want my calves to be bigger. And then after that, it'll be a case of just maybe I guess overall, once I have the perfect aesthetics, I know my calves look perfect, the quads, the hamstrings. I mean, I feel like, not to blow my own trumpet, but I've been training for 12 years constantly, and I feel like I am slowly achieving the aesthetics that I want. And after that, it's just going to be maintaining the aesthetics and then just more mass, to the point where I'm like a natural classic physique. Like I'm a classic physique level, but naturally. Like I feel like maybe I think Chris Bumstead is probably unrealistic naturally. And maybe like a Simeon Panda physique with bigger legs. That would be it. I mean, his physique is amazing. I can't ever criticize him, but if I had like legs, like more like a classic physique competitor, like for me, that's the next goal. So yeah, so you can see like it's like never satisfied, and that should be the same with all aspects of your life. Like let's say with relationships, maybe you've never had a girlfriend before, maybe get a girlfriend, take that off the list. Okay, and hopefully that goes all the way. If not, then maybe what's next? Get engaged, get married, have kids, 2 kids, 3 kids, 20-year anniversary, 30 years, depending on what you go for. So all areas of your life, just stay motivated. You just have to keep on upping the target. And I feel like in as men or whoever you are watching this, like you should always be like, what's next? Reach up. It's like studies, you go to school. What's after school? A levels. What's after A levels? University. What's after university? Masters. What's after masters? You might go for a PhD. What's after PhD? Like you become a lecturer, and then and then you have to do a book, and then this book, and that way, if you just set bigger targets, you're just gonna always stay on that lifestyle. And that's actually an amazing question. Thank you for answering that question. That's an amazing question. Villager Cactus asks, how old am I? So yes, I'm 31. How old do you think I am? Shaving my head, by the way, is probably one of the best things I've ever did. So if you're worried about age, I mean, when I shave my head, yeah, I've gone from, like, girls would say I look like 31, 32 when I was like 30 years old. And then I got to the point where girls were saying I look like 25. So shaving the head really changed. And I really grow a beard as well. So I shaved the head and I shaved the beard. You see my old videos, yeah, the beard is just off. It's just whistly, and as well, a little tip, like going to the barbers is long. So what I can do myself, I just shave this myself every couple of days, shave the beard myself, line this up, good to go. Honestly, like you save a bunch of money, you save a bunch of time. Like there'll be times I'll be waiting in the barbers for an hour, and then you have a conversation, and the whole Saturday is done. But now, I can just ruin myself, and it's like the best gift ever. And shouts out to my boy Jesse. He was the board guy, and he kind of taught me how to do it. So, Papa hooked me up there. Hey, what's up, Eric? Got some good friends on this. Maybe they're just checking in, see how I'm doing. Okay, DJ Hunter says, how long did it take for you to lose most of your butt fat? So I'll be honest, obviously I got videos about butt fat because everyone's asking about butt fat, but really and truly, my butt actually got bigger for the start, but you know, in terms of having a fat butt and losing weight, about 12 weeks. But the butt fat can come back. That's the thing. It can just come back like that. If I slack on my diet, the butt fat's coming back. And you know, it's funny because I guess the main theme of my channel is butt fat, but it's just body fat. It's just body fat. And if you got butt fat now, you know, and you lose weight and put it back on, you're gonna have butt fat again. So you know, so yeah, 12 weeks. 12 weeks. Long story short, 12 weeks. You can lose body fat, butt fat, whatever you want to say. Like you know, I lost it, and the thing is, I've lost it. I've gained it back. I've lost it. I've gained it back, and now I've got the key where I've lost it forever because I'm not gonna be fat again, unless you know. Well, that's the plan. Like, and the way to not be fat again is forget the bulking and cutting cycles. That does nothing for you. Like bulking, you're gonna bulk for 12 weeks, then cut for 12 weeks. Just stay lean year round. But you know, that's easier said than done. I mean, for me, bulking was actually helpful at the start because I gained a lot of muscle quickly, or I gained a lot of mass quickly. So for me, if I gain, like, let's say I gain like 7 kilos now, I will get stronger. I will look big, like I will look much bigger than I am now. But a lot of it will be body fat. So right now, you know, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm pretty much lean, visible abs, you know, definition, and so I'm just happy to bulk up slowly, like lean bulk. Like I never used to believe in the lean bulk, but after spending a year in Mexico, where your whole body's on show, it doesn't help to be fat and overweight. Like even going out with a bloated stomach, you know, you might get the odd comment, which was rare, but it happened. Okay, last 5 minutes, guys. Any questions you got? Any struggles? Any challenges? But yeah, if you want to hit me up privately, you know, hit me up in the DMs. Would love to help you get your goals, achieve your goals. I'm really on a mission. I'm on a mission to transform 1 million bodies. Let's do that. 1 million bodies. That's not that much. There's like 6.7 or 5 billion people on Earth. Just give me 1 million bodies to transform. Whether that be YouTube, Instagram, on the internet, the metaverse. If it was on the metaverse, let me know. That would be cool. Imagine I do this in the metaverse. We just got our VR headsets on and I'm standing up somewhere. That would be cool. Everyone's just sitting down. That would be fun. Maybe in a year's time we're gonna do the metaverse. Do this in the metaverse. Thanks for the answer, bro. I love this channel. DJ Huncho, thanks for asking. And yes, we're gonna be booming off this channel. This channel is gonna be booming off. Trust me, it's gonna be the next thing. I feel like there's a trend. So let me know if anyone's watching this. So I know like there's been a trend of the whole like red pill. You've got the boomers, you've got the boomers, doomers, zoomers, all this, all Generation Z, all this and that. You got the whole soy boy thing. Because someone asked me about getting chest fat because they were having too much soy milk or something like that. And I was like, oh, imagine that. There's a lot of young people who are kind of not being so active, too much video games, too much sitting down, and they've got a lot of butt fat. Imagine that. I mean, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. That would be honestly the craziest thing. If most of the people watching this channel were like that, that would be the craziest thing. It would be wild. Like, but I mean, honestly, I mean, I'd understand that though, because you know, it's not a good thing. It doesn't feel good when you have a fat butt and a skinny upper body. And for me, it was genetic, but you know, if it's due to inactivity, and you know, it ties to like no fap and this and that, you know, playing video games, masturbating, eating fast food, too much sugary drinks, and people are searching like in a desperation, finding my channel. That would be amazing. That would be like, wow. That would be me in like the hub of this whole kind of new philosophy, new age kind of macro event that's been going on with like red pill and gendered relationships, and you've got the OnlyFans, and it's I've watched a lot of this stuff. There's a lot of this interesting content. If it sounds a bit crazy to you, then just type in low budget stories. There's a lot of, if anyone knows about low budget stories, let me know. All right, cool. So we've been live for almost an hour now. Thank you so much for your questions, for joining. We're going to be doing this again tomorrow, every day. So the way I'm committing to this every day is how you should be committing to the gym. Honestly, because it's not easy for me, like, you know, to do this every day and to commit to this. I'm going all out. And I'm doing this because I'm doing the stuff that I'm gonna thank myself in 10 years time for. Honestly, like in 10 years time, I want to be saying, Josh, wow, you went crazy, well done, brother. And that's kind of how I feel about my physique. Like I just go into the gym at like 4 a.m. or you're taking your bike to the gym and the bike starts breaks and it's rain and you're like, why am I doing this? This is not necessarily how I feel doing this, but I know just putting in the grind, doing the stuff that no one else is willing to do, that's gonna make you win. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Hit me up on Instagram if you want help. JP Fitness 123, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Let's go.